Okay. Hang on. Mute. Perfect. Live chat. Good. Hi, Earthy. How you doing? Ooh, look it. I got eyeliner all over me again. I'm so classy. Hi, TLC. Owl's Perch. You're watching Game of Thrones? Ooh, I love Game of Thrones. Have you seen it before and you're just rewatching it, or are you watching the new ones like now? I forgot to turn this off. Hold on 1 second. Let me mute and do not disturb. Okay, that helps. All right, I'm finishing season 8. Ooh. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Trisha. You're setting up your Litha altar. Yay. So I have to say, I'm kind of whooped today. So I figured we could look at some new decks, or if you want to talk about, if you guys have any questions about anything, or I was looking at rituals, Litha rituals today. Hi, Steven. We could talk about them. We could talk, I don't care. What do you guys want to talk about? I feel like it's Friday night because I know I'm going to call in tomorrow, even though I feel really bad about it, kind of. Hi, Bob. What are you drinking? I wish there was something. Actually, I should put vodka. Oh, no, I can't put vodka in it. You know why? Because I got to go pick up my husband at 10. No drinking. But it's just, it's berry punch. It's good. Hi, Kelsey. Hi, Tipsy. Gypsy found this awesome old tarot deck in her grandmother's box. So how cool is that to find like that you have generations of witches in your family? That's pretty awesome. Hi, Johnny. What do you guys want to talk about? You want to look at new decks? Do you want to talk about Litha? Do you want to... Jen, could you help me? Is there any crystal that you can substitute for Desert Rose? I have this really serious aversion to Desert Rose. Really? Desert Rose. What are you looking for the Desert Rose to do for you? That'll tell me a little more. Oh my God, that was crazy, right? Gemstones. We can do that. I'm trying to remember. Damn it, I put all my cabochons upstairs. Did I show you guys my cabochons? I did, didn't I, recently? I feel like I did, but I can't remember if it was just the people who were at Tarot Stock or if I showed them on video. I can't remember. All right. You guys are quiet. What do you want to do? Okay, gemstones. You want to learn about gemstones? It's such a big topic. And it's hard when I haven't, I think it was just Tarot Stock. All right, those of you who weren't at Tarot Stock, do you remember seeing my cabochons? Because I can run upstairs and grab my cabochons real quick. More about the Fae. We could do that. The Fae are a big part. So I love Midsummer is good because Shakespeare did Midsummer a great service, right? Hi, Kathy, because he wrote Midsummer Night's Dream. And so I don't know about you, but every time I think of Midsummer, that's kind of the first thing I think of is, you know, the fairyland of Shakespeare. Owl's Perch, I think I remember seeing it. It's in a green woven box, and I pull it out, and there's tons and tons of, you know, the flat stones in them. Faye is good, and Litha and everything. Have you meditated with your Danbarite yet? I have not been. I've started to like hold it for a minute or so at a time. And then the next step, I really need to put like hematite or something super grounding in one hand and try to hold the Danbarite in the other hand and see if I can at least hold it long enough to meditate a little bit with it. It's just so like overwhelming still. It is super, super powerful. I think of the fantasy elves, right? So my Nana used crystals to do readings, and she used the desert rose to represent the hermit card. Oh. So the desert rose represented the hermit card. How about, so the first thing that comes to my mind is called Healer's Gold. And it is a mixture of, oh, my brain, pyrite and, hi, Hexen. Pyrite and, nope, hematite. Is that hematite and pyrite? It might be. Hang on. Let me see. Healer's Gold. Pyrite and magnetite. That's what it is. I knew it was close. Damn it. And that to me says the hermit's energy because it is a little bit of a sparkle in the dark. So like the lantern. And the magnetite is very grounding. And so that to me would be like that look inward, that introverted look inward. I would try to find some Healer's Gold and see if that does it for you. Hi, Kay. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Holly. Does that sound possible? How often should I clean my rose quartz and obsidian? Rose quartz is one that will take on lots of different energies. So I would probably clean rose quartz weekly if you're using it. Obsidian is a little bit less because it pulls from the earth a lot. It kind of keeps itself somewhat grounded, but I still would say each moon cycle probably. And if you feel like it's not working as well as it should, or it's not working as well as you think it should, try to cleanse it and recharge it. For sure. You're welcome, Trisha. I hope that helps. That's the first thing that really came to my mind for hermit energy, for sure. Do you guys want to look at the Herbcrafter's Tarot to start out with? I know a lot of people were interested in that when I showed that I had gotten it before, because it's a fairly new deck. I think it just came out in the last couple weeks. And a lot of people are saying they really like it, and I really like it, but what do you do if you need to recharge a crystal immediately? Okay, so it depends. Now, the box makes me hungry. Hi, Deb. I will run it under water, tap water. If that's all you have, then use tap water. That's okay. That helps to kind of clear some of it. And then if you have selenite, you can put it with selenite and meditate with selenite in one hand and the other crystal in the other. And picture that selenite energy going up through your arm and down through and charging whatever stone you're charging. That works really well. The box makes me hungry. I've never seen this deck before. Well, it's a US Games deck, and it just came out. I think it's been a week, maybe 2 weeks. It It's got such a cute little book. And here's the thing. I don't have my glasses on. Ha, ha, ha. Hold on. I definitely need my glasses for this. Oh, yeah, right. Hang on. Glasses. Okay. Listening in while I clean my house. Yay. It also reminds me of fall, right? I'm coming in and out. Damn it, man. Are they playing video games up there?
Justin is.
Great. Well, let me know, you guys, if it continues, and I'll have to turn off my Wi-Fi and use all our data again, because I can never get my sons off video games, ever.
I can't get your son.
They could care less if it's my time to be on, because they're selfish little pricks. Yay! I buffered. All right, I guess I'll have to take it off. So if we, we'll go back to, if you lose me, give them a minute and hopefully it'll come back on. Hold on. Oh, fucking annoying. Hey. Okay, let's try that. I'm going to try to calm down now. You know what? I think if I can't ever get them off of it, I'm just going to cancel internet and fuck them. Do you think I'm just a little bit annoyed? Yes, I am. All right. It's been a week. So anyways, the book is great. And I will tell you that the one thing, you know me, I'm not a big book person normally for the tarot. But this book is one you're going to need in order to get some of these meanings and stuff. Ben is laughing at me. I have thought about doing that when my kids were small. Yeah, no kidding. Jen, say you're searching for Damberite and it's clear, but you found a pink Damberite. Is it still the same? Yes. Yes, absolutely. It just, to me, the pink Damberite, now I have, I realized, I think, is that the one that I have one of each? No, I have a different one. But one of the other Synergy 12 starts with a P. Petalite. I have clear petalite and I have pink petalite. And both are okay with the Synergy 12. The only difference is, to me, the pink petalite is connects with heart a little bit more. So I like that. The book is awesome. Yes, I'm with you, Mama. It really has been a long week. I know, Bob. I feel like it's been a month. This week has been a month. It's like, just kill me. I have had enough. And next week is my whole week at the main office. So you know what? I don't feel bad anymore. I'm definitely calling in tomorrow. Screw them. What gems are good to start out with when you're beginning? You need one for, is Kunzite Synergy 12? Yes. 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 I'm almost certain. Yes. I would say you need one for each chakra to start out with, so that and one that works for you for each chakra. Like red jasper is beautiful, but red jasper, I don't know, I've never really loved the energy of red jasper. Red jasper is for the root chakra though. And can you do a video on the Synergy 12? I can, Hexen. I can do a video on the ones that I have. I always felt like it wasn't going to take me this long to get all of them. But the last couple that I need, I feel like it's going to take me forever. And I wanted to wait until I got all of them and to do a video, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. But anyways, the root chakra, for me, I like the black stones better. Not obsidian though. At least straight obsidian is too harsh for me. I have it and I use it. But it has to at least be Apache tier, which means you can see through it. For me, to kind of dampen down that energy just a little. It's just really harsh. And hematite and tourmaline, and the black ones do better for me than like red jasper. A lot of people use red jasper for root chakra. I like the black ones better. I will tell you though, brachiated jasper is okay, and I think it's because it has hematite in it, so that mix of energy seems to be better for me. And then, you know, one for each chakra after that. The book for the Herbcrafters is awesome. And like I said, is one that you really are going to want to use with this deck for a while anyway. Please do a video on the Synergy 12. I'll try to do that. I'll get it together, and maybe this weekend I can do that. I find that black is a good root gem. Me too. See, I think, Bob, I think your energies are a lot like mine. That's why I felt so intensely when I was doing your Reiki thing. There was something that I was like, yeah, this is going to be really good because it connected really easily. Yes, it is beautifully written. Hi, Jack. I know it's been a long week for you too, honey. Are you feeling any better yet? It is going to be a huge help to learn more about the energies of each herb. Some of them, to me, I was like, oh yeah, that's totally obvious. I love that. Like, for instance, let's start with the Fool card. So the Fool, oh, first of all, you work better with black too. See, I'm struggling hard to stay awake. My eating is all thrown off. Oh, honey, you started a new med and it's just killing you, huh? So this is the back of the card. Hold on, there you go. The cardstock is really good. It's a little bit thicker than, like, say, Llewellyn cardstock. And it doesn't seem as shiny as they used to be, so they're a little bit more matte finish. So the Fool card is dandelion. And so for me, immediately I thought, oh, hell yeah, that made so much sense to me, to have the dandelion be the Fool, because, I mean, it's just, come on. It's whimsical. It's, when it turns into the white, you blow the wishes out into the universe. That is such it's an evolution. Exactly. It's such a new beginnings kind of plant, kind of weed, kind of herb. Hi, Justin. That I totally, connected immediately with the Fool is dandelion. That was just awesome. But so for let's read what she says, just like the Fool in the tarot. Yeah, exactly. It works perfectly. Let's read what she says so you can see kind of how she worded it. So first she has like the, what do you call it? The scientific name for the herb underneath there, which I'm not even going to try to speak Latin. Good luck. And then it says, follow your dream seeds. Be audacious in your adventures. Seek wisdom in weeds. Then a basket of dandelion flowers. So then she describes what's going on with the card. A basket of dandelion flowers lies in the grass. Stones mark the cardinal directions, but the arrow-shaped leaves, which are oak leaves, by the way, I believe. Yeah, they're oak leaves. Oh, no, they're dandelion leaves. Duh, Jen. I was like, oh, look, arrow-shaped like the oak. Nope. Point to many possible paths. Some plants spill from a wildcrafting pouch that rests on the ground. A monarch butterfly sets off on its migration. So that, helps with the Fool card too. That monarch there setting off on his journey. The world is full of adventure. Open to what you have never known before. Like the dandelion seeds that float freely in all directions, trust the changing winds as you embark on a new journey. The bright yellow flowers are bold and lively. Be as audacious and spirited in your explorations. Often thought of as a weed, dandelion is an inviting first medicine for a new herbalist. Keep your mind open. Be willing to experience life as a beginner. Be a pioneer. Crafting with the Fool. Harvest a dandelion seed and wear it as an amulet when you set off on a new journey. Make dandelion vinegar and sip it when you need to be bold and audacious. Practice finding wisdom in unlikely places. Create a mandala with weeds. So really good information. Gives you an idea of what that herb does. It gives you a feel for why that goes so well with that particular tarot card. I really like these cards a lot. So, and they each do that. I have not shuffled this deck yet because I haven't smudged it. I don't shuffle a deck until I smudge it first. So, I'll give you some of these. Here is the Magician is the sunflower. That also made a whole lot of sense to me. See the little charms down here on the wooden table. And then the sunflower seeds create the lemniscate, you know, the infinity symbol. The High Priestess is mugwort. And I love this. Just gorgeous. I always thought you're keeping me in suspense, Earthly. I always think of a child, young and innocent, with dandelion. Usually the first flower picked by a child. Yeah, exactly. I always thought the Magician card was a more masculine card for me. Yeah, I think of the Magician as more masculine too. But you don't think of a sunflower as masculine? Is that what you're saying? See, sunflower energy to me, I don't know. I don't think of sunflower as masculine or feminine. I think it's such a bold flower, though, that I could see it as masculine. Isn't it, Bob? I really like this deck. Here's the Empress, is the rose. Hi, Caroline. It's okay, Earthy. I hear you. I do it all the time. The Emperor is hemlock. And I love the way she has situated each of the herbs. Like she's really created a scene with each of the herbs. They're all drawn by colored pencils. Are you kidding me? I totally thought that some of these were photos. For real. No kidding. Especially that. Look at Ed. To me, it's like she set the herbs out on a wooden table. Totally looks like that. Hi, Danica. It's the Herbcrafter's Tarot. That is great. I cannot believe it. Wow, I don't know who did this, but that's even more impressive now. Look at that. I cannot believe that was drawn by pencils, colored pencils. That is amazing. They all look like photographs. So the Hierophant is cacao. Hey, I'm on a video. Would you leave him alone long enough for me to do this?
You don't love my cat?
Not in a video, I don't. Your cat, hey, knocks shit off my altar all the time. Is that a Buddha in the bottom right? I think so. Sure looks like it, doesn't it? Oh, you know what? I bet it's not Buddha, but that's what I immediately thought too. Hang on, let me grab the book here, which is the Hierophant. Hang on. It says, A clay pot of ceremonial cacao sits on an ancestral tapestry decorated with pink primrose blossoms. A basalt mortar holds roasted cacao beans, a cinnamon stick, and a chili. A replica of an ancient incense burner in the shape of a woman emerging from a hill of cacao rests on a pile of raw beans and unopened pods. That's what she is. A decorative molinillo lies on the tapestry, having already stirred and frothed the walnut brown elixir. Ooh, that's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Hi, Farah. How are you? I haven't seen you for a while. The Lovers is the Hawthorn. You got fired. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Now, this is going to sound really hard to do, but try really hard not to take it personally. I know it is, it's a blow, and I've been fired several times. But it just means that the universe has something different in store for you. And that is not easy. And you need to take a little while to kind of feel that pain, and that's okay. But understand that it really does mean that the universe is saying, we need to put you someplace else. That's right. You will get better. The Chariot is cedar. What a gorgeous card that is.
I'm making dinner tonight.
Okay, cool. I'll try to take all that garbage out when I'm done. Yeah, it is a really, really gorgeous deck. Strength. Now, this makes sense again. Garlic. Right? We think of garlic as very strong. Does all kinds of awesome health things and flavors and, does a million other things. Protection. Yep. The Hermit. Oh, boy. Yep. I don't know this one at all. This is Usnea. Look at first. Usnea or Usnea. That is really gorgeous, but I have no idea what that is. Right? Silver willow? I think it is. Oh, it's a moss. Gotcha. I think it's a great deck for learning the correspondences for these herbs. To put them with the tarot like that really should help me. Grows on oak trees. Hey. This is a gorgeous card. This is the Wheel of Fortune, which look at that. Oh, this is really pretty. Oh, come on. Every time I do that now, I think, oh, yep, where's that girl? She's going to say, why don't you practice? Oh, that's so pretty. Right, Farah? There you go. Go out and get yourself some fresh herbs. Okay, so I have to say, this was awesome. As a Libra, can I just say that I love my card, which is always Justice. That's right. My card is encouraging us to get on the bus. But it also talks about hemp. Right? There's all kinds of things that have to do with justice. It is an herb that has been used as an injustice to minorities especially, but poor people since the 40s. So the like political implications of putting that as the justice card was genius. I love that. Really love that. That was a great, like, oh, hell yeah, you say it. The Hanged Man is burdock. Look at the runes. Oh, and the reflection in the oil there. That is gorgeous. Really beautiful. I love death. Love marigold. So pretty. Yeah. Hi, Roseanne. I am too. This deck is a wonder. I like it a lot. Temperance is Camellia. Camellia. I do. It gives me good feels. The Devil is Blackberry. You are getting me into trouble lately, right? Is it tea? Oh, you mean the temperance card? That's a good question. Let's look. Camellia, an old Japanese teapot with blue flowers, sits on a bamboo. Yes, the tea plant. Yes. Oh, you're right. You guys are good. Love it. The Tower is mushroom. I didn't even know it was tea. Yeah, I didn't either. The Star is a gorgeous card. It's cottonwood. Camellia is great for fortune or money. The flowers don't lose their petals individually. The whole flower comes off. Oh, that is really cool. I wandered into the bookstore today of all of the herbal books on sale, but I didn't buy any, right? Oh, come on. Jen, are you putting a lot into the placement of the herbs? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It says a whole lot. And she explains a lot of it in the book. The book is very, very good for this. Very good. The moon is Datura. Of course. The night blooming. I'd start sneezing just pulling that card. Is today? No, tomorrow. I was going to say, is today Friday? Happy birthday. But it's not till tomorrow, Ben. But happy birthday tomorrow. So you went to Mythic Treasures, Ben, for your birthday? The sun is St. John's wort. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Devil's trumpet. You are welcome, of course. I'm going to see you Sunday, right? You and Bob? So justice, instead of, yes, and spent money, that's okay. You can spend money for your birthday. You're allowed. High up and minded. So instead of judgment, which is normally 20, this is awakening. And this is Tulsi. There we go. That is gorgeous. I cannot believe I did not realize that these are colored pencil drawings. Like, I really thought they were manipulated photographs, but I thought they were photographs. Ow! My whole hand just crimped right up. It's because of doing mammals. I have to hold the boob up. And then the world. I wonder how much time was put into each drawing, right? The artist is, where's the, what the hell's the other part of the deck? Joanna Powell Colbert, or Colbert. Yep, I robbed the cradle, but I'm happy I did. He's the best husband ever. You guys are the cutest anyways. I love that. You're so cute. Really. I love your relationship. The world card is Pachamama. And that is the cover for the book. And if you notice, we'll go back and pull the Fool card and the World card. Isn't that cool? Me too, poo. So, I'm not going to show the rest of these because if you want the deck, we should leave some to surprise, right? But I really did love this deck, and I can't wait to now smudge it now that I've shown it a little bit and start using it. So the other decks that I got was the Urban Tarot, which was out before. This is just kind of the new edition. And there are some of the cards of the Urban Tarot that I just adore. It's funny, I like a lot of different kind of decks, and for different reasons. Some of them are very personal reads, like they hit really hard, like the Marielle. That kind of reminds me of that. See you on Sunday, yay! And my New Era Elements, that just hits me really hard and it doesn't lie to me, and that's what I think this deck is going to be, the Urban Tarot. So I'll show you a few just in case you haven't seen the Urban Tarot before, because it was not out of print, but it had sold out for a little bit. And it truly is a beautiful, beautiful modernized deck. There's the Fool. And some of them are like one of my favorite cards of that card. Like, this has one of my favorite devil cards in it of all time. And there's a couple others that really stopped me in my tracks. Here's the Mage, which is the Magician. Kind of takes a modern take on it. Love the High Priestess. The Empress, really good. Oh, come on. The Emperor. I think the Emperor is hilarious. I mean, I can totally see it. It cracks me up, though. Because it's like he has horns. Because of what's in the background. That's at the UN, the model UN. I'm not going to show all of them. Here's the Chariot. Right? I know it. Not at all what it looks like from the box, right? Justice. Again, great card. Hey, Ben, have you gotten your Children of Litha yet? I'm trying to remember. I think it says I'm supposed to get mine on Saturday. Here's the Hermit. Oh, come on. Feel like, no. Yeah, I love the Justice card too. Hang on. This is silly. I'm going to clean this. You get it Saturday? Me too. She must have shipped ours out at the same time. Here's Strength. This is a cool death card too. Like sitting, come on. Oh, there you go. See, like sitting on the table and looking up and seeing the empty chest cavity, and the doctor has pulled your heart out and you're looking at it like you're an out-of-body experience almost. Yeah, that's a good one. So Temperance becomes Art. She was on vacation until the 18th. Yeah. And then my favorite, like this is why I got this deck. From what I read about the designer of the Urban Tarot, it appears they saw magic and beauty in everyday life. Yeah, I agree. This is one of my favorite devil cards ever. Just adore this. Hi, Donna. Isn't that good? You see the smoke forming the horns. To me, this is just the ultimate. Here he is, like the drug dealer in the middle of the bus station bathroom, waiting for clients and, you know, thinking he's all that. And just the epitome of what I think of as a modern, on a toilet, yep. The epitome of a modern devil. That is just, so good. So good. Love that. Definitely one of my favorite devil cards ever. So good. The Tower, this to me always is, where does this sound? He kind of looks like Jesus, right? A little bit. And the artist had models that either he knew it was friends of his, or he hired, some of them were hired models. The Tower card, this reminds me so much of the Fountain Tarot. There's something about it that really looks like the Fountain Tarot to me. He looks like my dad. Christian Jesus, yeah. Here's the Moon. Come on. Wonder if it is him. I have to call and ask him because he's a graphic artist and he does a lot of stuff. No kidding. So the Moon has a crocodile and a wolf in the sewers. Isn't that cool? I like that one too. Yeah, I really do. There's a lot of good ones. So here the Judgment is what do you call it? The wall of all right, so you see they're in New York City. You see the morning wall there. What the hell is it called? Oh my goodness. So Judgment turns into the Aeon. Hang on, because it's got to be in the book and I'm losing my mind. Hi, Joyce. It is Yes, exact. And it is, did somebody say it's a Thoth? I think. Yes, it's a Thoth. The cycle that continues perhaps into infinity. Ellis Island, where over 12 million people first came into our country. Stepping onto that island is very much like touching a piece of your own history. Chances are good that if you are an American, one of your ancestors stepped off the boat onto that shore, perhaps with nothing but the clothes on their back and a bag in their hands. The wall pictured here is the American Immigration Wall of Honor, a permanent monument on the island with lists of thousands of names inscribed across steel plates. The section you see here is only a tiny fragment of the whole. The plates form a series of enormous concentric rings on one side of the island. Bob, oh my, that devil card reminds me of Katy Perry's husband. Ah, somebody else said that too. Yep, I watch him all the time. Russell Brand, I love him. Well, I love him now. I wasn't so crazy about him before he divorced Katy, or Katy divorced him, or whatever. But he has turned himself into a fighter for, decriminalization of drugs and of, the vulnerable. And I love him now. Love him, love him. I really like this one. This is the 9 Wands. And they do have keywords on there. Fortitude. Never heard of him? Russell Brand? Really? Oppression, the 10 of Wands. Totally great card. Again, very political statement. The 2 of Cups. Love. The 2 women who have met over the internet and are in love. It's a super interesting deck anyways. There's lots of really interesting takes. Starbucks, right? Russell has a YouTube channel. Yes, I know. And I actually get notified every time he does a video because I really like him that much. All right, so that is at least some of that deck. And then I'm going to go over one more before we end. And I'm just going over I still have 2 Kickstarter decks to go over too. But the last one I wanted to go over is another mass media deck that I did not know anything about until I saw it in Barnes & Noble. And that is called the Amenti. I almost said Aventi. The Amenti Oracle. Yes, I'm sorry, you guys. My kids were on the internet, so I couldn't use the Wi-Fi. And I think our Wi-Fi sucks again anyways. We're supposed to be getting a gig, and I know damn well we're not. But anyways, so the Amenti is an oracle that takes its wisdom from the ideals of Mayat. You know, my Egyptian Mayat. It's a deck that talks about the 42 ideals of Mayat, which I thought were really cool. It is really, if you look, first of all, the inside of the box is really cool. And look at the book is called Living with a Feather Heart. And so if you know about Mayat, Mayat is the one in the Egyptian pantheon. She was the first goddess that I connected with, that I had as a matron goddess for a very long time, and still kind of do. She's not an easy one to, let go, because she's just great. As a Libra especially, it's easy for me to connect. And she is in the underworld, and she is the one who decides if you get into the underworld. She weighs your heart with her feather. And so your heart is supposed to weigh no more than her feather. So that's why living with a feather heart, which I totally loved. The book is going to be great. I can't wait to really dive into it. It has spreads in it. It talks about each of the cards. Lighthearted, that's right. It's very different and interesting art, which I like, sometimes when they get different. She talks a lot about each one, as much as you feel like she needed to really explain what she wanted. On the movie The Gods of Egypt, I liked it. I'm trying to remember. Now, you have to understand that I cannot remember a movie that I watched 2 weeks ago. I know I liked it, but I can't remember like if I liked it because I thought it was culturally correct, or if I just liked it because it was entertaining. So they have a box. Here's the back. And then here's the back of the cards. See, she's weighing the feather with the heart. Was action filled. And then the cards are awesome. I have to say the card stock is really good. Really smooth, matte finish. Thicker than, even the U.S. Games. Definitely thicker than Llewellyn. Must be storms or stuff, because sitting and buffering the video. Sorry, Joyce. So here we start with honor virtue. So it talks about these, go through the ideals, the 42 ideals of Mayat. Happy Litha, yay! Benefit with gratitude. Oh, come on. There we go. That line work, again, I love the line work here. Sorry to interrupt, Jen. Has anyone here read Silence of the Trees? I ordered it today at a steal, usually well over $100. Silence of the Trees. Why does that sound so familiar? It sounds super familiar, Kay. I'm trying to remember why. Silence of the Trees. I am peaceful. There you go. See the line work? I really like this line work. It's yeah, like the Line Strider deck. Yep, absolutely. I respect the prosperity of others. The artist here. Now, did she draw her own? Hold on. Illustrations by Natalie Miller. The author of the deck is Jennifer Sodini. Yeah, I like the simplicity. And the statements in each card, it's like an oracle deck. To me, it's almost like an affirmation deck. Like, okay, this is the principles that I want to live by. From Mayat's Guiding Virtues. This is, I affirm that all life is sacred. Look at what an awesome image, right? Yeah. Hi, Pan Pan. Yeah, I do too. I really do. I give offerings that are genuine. Oh, come on. It does seem a little fuzzy. The Egyptian font. Yeah. Come on, baby. There you go. I live in truth. So again, I'm not going to show the whole deck, but you get a feel for it. I regard all altars with respect. Yeah, I do too. Look it up, Jen. You'll be very pleased. I'm sure I purchased it on Amazon. Let me know if it's something you'd like to read. Awesome. I will. I speak with sincerity. I love this one. Look at the hummingbird in her ear, like whispering in her ear. Matt's feather at her tongue. So she only speaks the truth. She speaks sincere. Love that. That's a power card, right? I consume only my fair share. Right? I'm so glad you guys like this. Because I thought you know what? It's going to be one of those decks that people either love or they're like, I don't really get it. Because it's a different kind of deck. I offer words of good intent. Oh, come on. Hi, Earthly Taurus. Oh, come on, come on, come on. I relate in peace. Come on. I'm really going to have to. I have a better camera and I'm too lazy to pull it out, charge it, and use it. I'm going to have to because my phone is getting worse at worse. I was supposed to get a new phone, but I'll try to be quiet now. That didn't happen. Let's just say we didn't have the money for it. I honor animals with reverence. Look at that. That's stunning. And it focused for a moment and then decided it didn't feel like it. Come on, you can do it. Nope, you can't. Losing words for these cards. Good. I'm glad I showed them then. I can be trusted. I love this one too. See, this is what I mean, guys. If you feel like you're not connecting with any of your decks, keep looking. There's so many different decks out now. Tarot and Oracle are so popular now. They have never been this popular. So there is all kinds of different decks out there. You will find one that you connect with. I care for the earth. You will absolutely find one that you connect with. Just keep looking. They have never been this popular. Great, but the universe hates me with this chat room and you. Why, Susie? What's the matter? Did I miss something, honey? I keep my own counsel. Cards are brilliant, but I'm not sure they flipped my switch as of yet. And that's, oh, look at that. And that's okay. I had no idea there were so many decks until I started watching you. There are, it didn't used to be that way. Oh, I love you too, Susie. It has, I bet you in the last 4 or 5 years, I think, it is a good sign that more people are, absolutely, I agree. I think in the last 4 or 5 years, there has been exponentially more decks created. I speak positively of others. I connect with the Halloween type decks. Ben, you connect with a lot of mine, don't you, Bob? Bob, have you seen the Halloween Oracle? Do you guys have the Halloween Oracle? As far as Oracle decks, that is like one of my favorites. I love it. You guys are going to make me get the Children of Let the deck. Yeah, I love that one. And it ticks, which is why, Bob, I know we talked about this when you were here. It really ticks me off. The deck, the Trick or Tarot deck ticks me off so bad because it is one of the more gorgeous Halloween decks. And I won't use it because of the creator. I remain in balance with my emotions. Can you read one card from the book? Okay, sure. Let's do this one. Let me get my glasses back. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, no. All right, hold on. Let's do this one. As bad as this is. Or that one. I love them all. Okay, hold on. Let me look it up and then I'll show you. I'm trustful in my relationships. Okay, so I just found the first problem that I have with this deck. Even though I'll live with it. And yeah. The first problem that I have with this deck. Okay, so here it is. Ready? I'm gonna do it. Have you ever purchased a vintage or antique deck? Yes, I absolutely have. I have several. In the book, the cards are numbered. So it's not like in alphabetical order or anything. The cards are numbered. I'm trustful in my relationships. I am hold on, I'm trying to find it. Wow, now I don't even see it. Awesome. Yeah, this is going to be a pain in the ass. Because the cards aren't numbered. So, I found it, 19. So, the cards are not numbered. So, in order to find them, you just kind of have to search through them and look. And they're not in the front, like they're not listed in the contents of the book. It just says the oracle cards in general. So that is a little difficult, but I will live with it. I love these. Okay, so here we go. I am trustful in my relationships. Our personalities are forged from a dynamic combination of the natural disposition called forth from genetics and the nurturing of our families during the developmental stages of our youth. Nature and nurture walk hand in hand as we follow the path laid in front of us. Can I help you, Kat? By experience embedded into epigenetics. Sense memories become manifest from the tendrils of these experiences, which can either taint or tether our lens of perception and projection. Whether we realize it or not, we most often tend to see things as we are, not necessarily as they are. Makes so much sense, right? We can only see things from the experiences that we have had. It's not necessarily seeing them as they are, as the truth of what they are. How we relate to the world is rooted in how we relate to our own nature, and what we choose to nurture inside of our heart shimmers in the light when we shine on the mask of the personality chosen. We're still going. When we are secure in ourselves, when we speak our truth, when we stand, when we are trustful, we can find security reflected back in the relationships we cultivate and allow. When we relate to our relationships with an intention of seeking vision within the fractal fragments of the greater whole, we can find and unite to a consciousness that sees and nourishes the interconnected nature of all. Whew, these are deep. Hi, Willis. How are ya? Lakota tradition shares this concept with the prayer Mitakiyu Oyasin, which translates to all my relations, or we are all related, and honors the harmony that reverberates through every realm of consciousness and every walk of life. The Lakota cherish this prayer, their prayer, as a tenet of their cultural ethos, and this perspective is not something that is taken lightly. In applying the ideal of finding trust in relationships, we are reminded to trust that we are a microcosm of the macrocosm. So true. A meta of the metaphor, a mirror of the one mind. Famed theosophical, I don't know why I couldn't say that, writer, and one of the first to use the term New Age, Alice Bailey, also emphasized the notion of right human relations with her occult teachings. As a channel for the Tibetan master Dwala Kul, she taught that meditation was a vehicle for students to imagine right human relationships by visualizing love and light pouring into all human hearts and minds. When we feel insecure, we must remember that the tendrils we tend towards may reveal lessons in the tapestry woven. If we see a certain pattern that is a projection of pain, broken promises, and poor treatment, we must pause and meditate on what may be learned and how we may let this go so that a new design can emerge. Transmute tension with the power of breath, the beauty of awareness, and the security of knowing that time becomes malleable when we can relate it to confidence. Thank you, Susie. Hi, Raven Crow. Wow. Okay, so I hope that, I know that was a little, yes, that's a lot of information. That was a little deep. But reading it, I hope that you would be able to soak that in a little better, or hopefully you could soak it in. If you can, go back. If these cards, you think these cards are speaking to you, go back and listen to that piece again. We're at 1 hour and 9 minutes, because that was just so exactly what I teach, the connectedness of each other, and how when we remember that we are all connected, we remember that it gives us new insight to ourselves, which is such a powerful, yes, profound, deep-seated reason to see yourself as a part of the whole. So how can we be not perfect when we are just a piece of the whole? Because we're all connected, which is what I try to teach, right? That web of connection. We cannot be imperfect. We are the perfect position for what the universe needs. We are that perfect position. And if we were imperfect, then we should just reach out and grab that piece of the web that we need and vibrate that piece to vibrate back, to get those vibrations back of what we need. I know that's really deep, guys. I hope that it speaks to you, because it's speaking to me. I'm getting goosebumps. So powerful. And how incredible that we can look at our relationships and see that we are seeking what we are lacking. And sometimes we think we're lacking something because we don't have the confidence to step up and say, you know what, I'm not lacking that. So at that point, the relationships that we have sometimes may not be the right relationships that we need, because we looked less of ourselves. We thought less of ourselves when we sought that relationship out. Really super deep. I know it's a lot to ask at 8:42 at night. I'm sorry. Good, Farah. Good. I'm so glad. So yes. First of all, I do see William that you're here, and I understand that, and I will allow you to be here, and I will give you a chance. But you have to understand that we are all about the love here. And so you got kicked out before because of, we won't go into detail, but you got kicked out because of some intolerance issues, okay? I don't know any witch drama, but just looked up Doreen Virtue. Ugh, yeah. Yeah. So, a very deep deck, and there's lots and lots more. I mean, I communicate with compassion. I do really love this deck. I am forgiving. Yes, we have to see the world not through our eyes, but through the eyes of the soul. Yes. And through our perfection of imperfection, right? There's some great philosophical arguments to be had with this deck. Really interesting discussions. And you know what? Maybe I will look into doing a study on this deck and discussing each card, because if they're all that deep, we may need to discuss each card and really look at what they mean and how we can apply that to our life, which would go back to the virtues of Maya, which I love the study of the virtues of Maya. Anyways, so yes, I probably will give it a couple weeks at least, and it may be a study for like fall and winter time, because that's when you really get into the meaty studying kind of time, right? Shadow work and all that good stuff. Maybe now last year we did a kind of a beginner shadow work series. Maybe this year we'll use this as part of our shadow work series. All right, guys. So I have once again gone over an hour. I do have 2 decks that I still need to do. I think I'm going to do pre-recorded videos for those 2 Kickstarter decks. Tomorrow is Friday. And tomorrow is Litha, is the longest day. Another short video, I know, Stephen, right? So tomorrow being the longest day, I will be up with the sun, and starting that longest day. I don't know. Sometimes I go to the beach. Sometimes I will try to do a quick live if I can, depending on where I am. And we'll talk about, we'll do some kind of ritual tomorrow and post some pictures, and we'll have some fun. Okay? So everybody prepare for Litha tomorrow. Sunday, I'm having my favorite couple out. Kind of sad that the days will be getting shorter. I know, but I don't know if you got to listen to the Rupert story yesterday yet, but think of Rupert. He was the same way. I'm sad that it's going to be getting shorter. That's true. It gets shorter, but it takes a while to get shorter. We still have pretty much the whole summer, because that's, You know, even though we celebrate that as midsummer, that's technically on the calendar, that's the beginning of summer. I really hope we actually have a summer because it's been horrible here. We haven't had a spring. So I hope that, you know, it begins an actual summer. I feel that click. My shorter days are coming. Yeah, I know. I love you too, Ben. I can't wait to see you guys on Sunday. I love fall. I hate winter, but I love fall. Oh, me and Rupert. And summer is a great time to, you know, be with friends and celebrate and be outside and connect with nature. So do that. Use this Litha, this midsummer time, to really embrace the nature part of summer. And if you don't like the heat, find some water. Go splash around in a creek. Wherever. I have walked, you know, calf high in a creek. I love it. All right, guys. I love you guys so much. Blessed Litha tomorrow, and I'm sure I'll be on several times because I'm going to call in. Yay. Plant, 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 right? Well, Gypsy, come on back up. When are you coming? I know, you got to get money to get up here, I know. Lillian, hi, sweetheart. I missed you. I'm sorry. I was kicked off because I said about how do gay people make babies and everyone turned on me. No, that's not, yes. And a couple things that you regret. That's why you were kicked off, because of a couple things that you regret. A couple months later, I'm back and I just want to apologize. All right. Good, Willis. Well, I'm glad you're apologizing, and I'm willing to give everybody a shot. All right. I love you guys.